What's up, what's up, what's up? Good evening to everyone that is watching right now. This is the page of Team CGG, and this is another AMA for METAxHUNTER. Partner, how do you feel right now that we're about to give another AMA, and what do you want to tell the community right now? Good evening pala, partner.
Yes, good evening, Sir KM. By the
Mhm.
way, I am Peter Festel from Team CGG's streamer. My Facebook page is Peter F, and I am one of their YouTube's content creator. Um, Yun nga no, MetaxHUNTER. Medyo kahit ako kinakabahan ako ngayon. I
Mhm.
am very nervous right now
It's
dahil
because
this is
your
my
first
first
time.
time. This is my
Ayan.
first time hosting an AMA here on Team CGGs.
Yes, that's true, partner. By the way, I'd like to introduce myself. I am KM Inocencio, and this is the streamer behind LOLOdi's page and for Team CGG2. And we just want to tell each and every one of you na we do AMAs not because we want you guys to be misled into whatever. We are doing this AMA because this is not a financial advice, and we want you guys to know that we're doing this to give you the greatest information for all the viewers. Actually, partner, alam mo ba, later, pwede mag-ask yung mga nasa comment section ng questions nila, ha? And it's gonna be shown on the screen so that they're gonna be asked into Sir Nicky right away. And he
Yes, maganda yun,
himself
partner.
will answer those questions. How do you feel about that, pare?
Para sa akin, no, medyo maganda siya para sa isang AMA session dito. Um, it shows parang transparent sa mga viewers natin. Not only na tayo mga host lang yung nag-a-ask ng question, kundi yung mga community din. Ang Team
Yes.
CGG, community din ng NFT game na ginagawa natin ng AMA hosting.
And that's true. And I'd like to shout out each and every one of you. I hope you guys had your dinner already because it's 8:07 p.m. and it's March 9, 2022. Kung di pa nakapag-dinner, make sure to get your dinner. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you who's tapping the like and share right now. Maraming salamat kina Rashid, Nixon, Rashid again, La Paz, Tien, Gio, Bianca, Grace, and others who are tapping the like and share. By the way, guys, I hope you prepared all your questions because there's gonna be a time where you guys can ask your questions towards the team behind METAxHUNTER. Maraming salamat. So how about we start now to our short icebreaker, partner? How about that?
Yes, partner.
Ayan. So on this page, you can see on our right side, you can see that we encourage you to follow our social links and plus the METAxHUNTERs too, their Discord, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and website. Make sure to visit them, and whatever's not tackled here, I'm pretty sure with all the questions that was prepared by our research team, it's gonna be full of information that will somehow help our community to decide and to be informed of what the METAxHUNTER is. Partner?
Yes, partner. No? For tonight, mamimigay din tayo ng dalawang GCash giveaway sa mga community natin. So, ito nakikita nyo sa screen namin. Just follow and subscribe the following social links para makasali kayo sa giveaway natin mamaya after ng mga questions natin for our guest. No, partner?
Yes. Actually, I'd like to thank our team in preparing such AMAs like this because not only us the hosts are going to be having that chance to ask kung ano ba ang tungkol dito sa game na to. Whatever your question is right now, make sure to prepare it right now because later we are going to ask that directly to the team behind METAxHUNTER. Partner, how would
partner.
you feel about that? The chance of you giving information and trying to give chance to the community that nakakapag-enable tayo to ask them. I mean, yung mga gusto nilang sabihin and the questions ay naiibigay natin directly to the team behind an NFT game, partner.
So sa akin, no, as a investor partner, maganda yon para sa ganitong klaseng session para ma-voice up yung mga gusto nilang tanong, lalo
Yeah.
na yung mga hot questions dyan
In short,
na
partner, the reason why Team CGG are doing this or is doing the whole team is doing this is for the community itself, for them to be informed and to get that chance, to actually ask their questions directly towards the team, partner.
yes,
So
partner.
let
Yun
me
nga yun.
just read this pinned comment right now. METAxHUNTER again. This is an Ask Me Anything session again. How to join the giveaway? You should like and follow the page. Type !notify on the comment section and make sure to comment !notify. Share the stream publicly then and please refrain from using hashtags. Again, AMAs from Team CGG are not a financial advice. Make sure to do your own research. We always say this on our AMAs and into your contents too that are being produced on YouTube. Diba, partner?
Yes, partner.
Ayan. So, we'd like to encourage each and every one of you to comment !notify for you guys to get notified dahil hindi lang ito ang ating ini-AMA. We got tons of AMA and I'm happy that we had the chance to talk to those team behind an NFT game. So, before we go into our main event, which is the main AMA, which is the Ask Me Anything, I'd like to show you guys this short trailer that will give you a hint of what METAxHUNTER is. Please watch this. There you have it, a short trailer
Pakinggan,
for
partner.
the METAxHUNTER. Parang may baril into the wild. Nagwa-wild. Nagwa-wild si pare. Do you know that, pare? All right, welcome to the stream, Sir Nicky. Sir Nicky, are you there on the Discord right now, sir?
Sure, I'm here. Hi.
There you
LOLOdi.
go.
Hi, Peter. Hi, our team CGG and the community for joining this AMA.
Alright, that's it. That's the community manager of the METAxHUNTER. And this is gonna be the AMA, which I think some people on the comment section is been waiting for. I mean, there's a lot of people here commenting and asking about anything in the comment section. So I'm gonna explain to the viewers right now what's gonna happen is that these questions are all prepared by the researchers of Team CGG, and we hope now while we ask questions, you prepare your questions there, and then make sure to ask them later when it's about time for the questions from the viewers. So what we're gonna do right now is ask all the questions from the research, and then afterwards there's gonna be a skit or a scene that will tell you to ask your questions and finally showing up on the screen. How about you? Peter? How about that?
Yes, partner. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
It's okay, partner. So for the first question, I'm gonna ask this directly to Sir Nicky Tran. Can you please introduce METAxHUNTER, Sir Nicky?
Yes, I'm here. For the first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Nicky Tran, and I am the community manager of METAxHUNTER. Yeah, For the first, that I know most of you are here. Some of you know about our project, someone not. And I saw in the comment, I saw have a lot of comment. They are talking about our games in METAxHUNTER, and also our last projects like is running for now is a META race. So I really appreciate that we are joining here. Some of the members in our community, some of the members from Team CGG, and it's really good for me to get a chance to be in here. And I will go ahead for some of the information, and I want to introduce you about our projects. For the first, that as you know, that Meta X Hunter is inspired by the hunting of the former Navy soldiers, and gameplay is quite simple, and it's really easy for everyone to play the games because it's just like the game is deploying for like the animes, like the cartoon, and so it's really easy to play, and um, and this have a lot of different between the rarity of the games of the NFT during the games, and we have divided into 5 level. It will be the common, rare, epic, legend, super legends, and X rare will have the different droids, evenly divided between 6 to 20 days, with 6 for super legendary, and 20 days for the commons. Yeah, and about the team, that we have 6 member in the core teams and nearly like 20 employees in different department, and we currently KYC with the pink cell and with some of the our important partner. Yeah, and for the projects that have been audited, the contract have been audited by Solid Proof, and pre-sale on the last month, and we got like a fill the hard cap 1,200 BNB on just only 2 minutes. Yeah, and the game has started on first of this month, and the game is running for now. Yes, this is our all of the information of our games.
Yes, sir. Sir Nicky Tran, I'd like
Yes,
to add,
partner.
sir. I'd like to add for this question, knowing that your game is consisting of animated or what do you call this? The graphics of your NFTs, sir. How do you categorize it? Is it a cartoon? Is it an animation? How do you categorize it, Sir Nicky?
Our game is like cartoon, and as you can
All
see that
right, all
all
right,
of the designing is the
all
are
right. With that,
really like easy to see, and then it's really like for our own of the age, not like to need to be really old or really young to playing the games. Yeah.
copy that, Sir Nikki. Thank you for that answer. I'd like to add to that, knowing that your NFTs or the graphics on your website, as I make this presentation for this AMA, I saw that the team behind Meta X Hunter doesn't show the real faces, which is you show the animated or the graphics, like right now the graphics that
Yeah.
we're seeing right now is an anime. How do you call this graphics, Peter? And
Uh,
what do you call
It's
it?
like animes.
Yeah, like somehow
Yeah.
anime or a graphic, a 3D graphic art. Why is the team
I
not
can
showing the face on the website, sir? I'd like to ask that.
Okay. Or like I already explained it before, and I want to explain it here for everyone because like this is the first time I do an AMA on the team CGG, and for the first that I will quite explain about this. For the first that we has KYC with the pink cell. Currently the team decided to not to dox because like for in currently in the game fee market in Vietnam, as you know, Vietnam having a lot of games, having a lot of projects from Vietnam, and some of the investors they in Vietnam, it's really news for them to know about crypto or anything about this. Because like I already in crypto, I invest on the like 2018. I already come to cryptocurrency, and I learned of some of what's it going on from then, and having a lot of things that when we invest it on any games or anything that we need to know what, because all of things having their own risk, right? Have sometimes it will have problem, when sometimes it will have some things will comes up. And the mindset of the investor in Vietnam is having some problems. Yeah, I can just explain it clearly. But if the project is good, and make the profits, it will not having any problems, because like it will sometimes it go up or down. But when it's got problems, the mice are when it's come down having problems, some of the investors have the little knowledge about the invest, what the meaning of the invest, and they have the bad action to the developers, even they did not do anything bad. Even for me, or in our game for now, we are trying our best for both games. For METAxHUNTER, we are trying our put all our time, put all our effort to improving the games. But sometimes that have been some problems, not from the team. Maybe it's not from the team. Or they did not know when to enter, when they don't know when to buy, when to do like invest on the games or anything. But they do something bad to the developers. They come to the families and do something bad to the family. Yeah, in Vietnam it's happened a lot. Or they
Alright.
come to the families and do the bad action to the families. Or because like for me, I'm the man, right? For only the man, they if we do anything bad, that we want that if we do bad, is because of us, because of me, not because of my families. So what we don't want is to happen for our games, and also that some of the projects in Vietnam, like for a few months ago, like 1 or 2 months ago, they doing really good. Everyone, for me, that I know that everyone making the profits, but for the investor in Vietnam, they got it like they don't know, they do their own research about any games, so they come to the families and do the bad action to them, so the game died right after then. So because of that, so the team had some of the members from Vietnam as me. So we will decide to not to dox or showing our real face on the on the our social media or in our website to are affecting individual and are in particulars and their development of the project in generals. And if we want to improving the game in the future, that is will not be any like it will not be having any problem when we are improving the games. Yeah, developing the games.
Copy
So
that,
that is the
sir.
main thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so
Now I
much.
understand, partner. No? So
Yeah.
what Nikki is trying to say that they want some privacy from themselves because some of the investors that invest on their previous game, then the game or what do you call that? Yung chart or the price of their token goes down. So nagkakaroon ng threatening sa mga developers or sa team kung magdodok sila. Ganun yung parang gusto niyang ipaliwanag sa atin.
Oh yeah,
Kaya hindi
with
sila
that
nagdodok.
all right. With that being said, Sir Nicky Tran, are you pertaining to that game called Meta D Race, sir?
Yes. Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
We have
With that
both
being
game.
all right. With that being said, sir, Nicky Tran, isn't it does the team consider that as a problem and not an inspiration to make the game better so that the investors can really reconcile the feeling that they got on the first place when they decided to invest on Meta D Race? Isn't it what the priority of the team is? Don't you want to put that as an inspiration to make the game better, sir?
Or when we decide to make the second game, the METAxHUNTER, that we know what the will be happens, because like for the first that I will go ahead for some of the information of the first game, because you are asking about the meta race. This is our first games, and at the beginning, this is all of my effort. Since the first day, on most game will be the same because we are putting all of our effort to improving the games and trying our best to improve it. And for our games, for meta race, we are doing really not for sure that it's not really well, but at that time that is before I got the COVID. So I spent a lot of time to like in the community for the IMA, for spending my time to listen to the suggestion of the investor. And I really appreciate for having a lot of investors from Philippines, and they are really kind. They give me a lot of the suggestion about some of the function right now in our games. Sometimes something like the breeding feature of the make efficacy of some of the projects, mating feature for us for now. That is from the suggestion of the Philippine investor, and I really appreciate that because they like the games. They give me suggestions, so I try my best to improve it. But or shortly, that few days ago, like for 10 days or 15 days, I cannot remember it clearly. But I got the COVID, so I cannot spend a lot of time for the AMA. So you can see that having a lot of members for now. I can read on the chat. They are asking me about what will be happen for the first project, and for me, in myself,
Sir Nicky, I'd like to cut you before that. Before you answer that, I'm definitely sure that they're gonna ask them later after the scene. Okay. The
yeah,
questions
sure.
from the comment section right now will be picked later
Yes,
on our next scene, which is the questions from the viewers. All right. So
yes,
how
Yes.
about we move on towards the next question, Peter F.
sure.
Okay, Sir Nicky, what inspired your team when you developed this project, the MetaxHUNTer NFT game?
Um, for hold on for a minute. This when we are what is this right? The team inspirations when we are building the MetaxHUNTer projects. What the connection with the previous projects, the meta race, yeah, are from the beginnings. The team is it tries to create the metaverse of the MetaX universe. That is what we are aimed to, and where the token of the owner of the NFT can circulate on the project in the ecosystem. Like for the first game, you can using that token for second games. And in our previous game, the Meta Race, the worst in prize from the dog racing, as you can know that the dog racing, and we want to image of that appear in the following games as well. So the dogs, as you can see on the second games, are in the Meta X Hunter. The hunter always accompanies with the dog's image behind, and the dog can run to get the birth. So all the image of the first game and the second game will be the same. That we have the connection of the both game. That is and of course if I don't know that we will have this third game or not, and we were not doing it for now because we want to improve with both game for the first. We will have the connection from the own of our ecosystem, own of the games on the MetaX universe, and have like the image. Like the first game have a dog, and second game will have the dog the same. And the third game maybe we'll have the fish, or we'll have the bird, or the dog too. Something will be like this, and that is our inspired. Yeah.
All right,
Inspired.
thank you so much for that answer, Sir Nicky Tran. Knowing that you are aiming to have a meta universe, as you say, meta X universe. Is that it, sir? Um,
Yes.
Knowing that, being that said, sir, how many more games are you planning to produce in this
Our
metaverse?
For us right now, that's we will stop for two projects that we
Two.
will. No, it will be on the future, but not for now because we are for the first step as our plan that we will have some like as maximum this will be four. I mean that this will be four. We will not be more because for the first that we don't have enough of employed or the developers to carrying on of the games, right? Because we need the guys who know about how to control it, how to deploying the games. So we will stop but for now that we will just stop on the two games and trying our best to improve it first before we doing any other plan in the future. Because like we having some of the problems that I can know when I'm controlling, because I'm the community manager of the boss game. So I can know the reaction of the members. So for the first that we want to improve the board game to make it succeed before we doing anything in the future. Yeah.
Copy that, sir. Thank you so much for that answer. I'd like to reiterate, sir. With that being said, that the team is planning to stay in doing two games or developing two games. As you said, no available developers for other third and fourth game. What are the problems that you encountered on the first game that made you decide that the third and fourth game is not possible right now, sir?
For the first, that we have some of the functions of the first game that we haven't deployed. For the first, that I will back to when for few AMA before, when I do AMA on the Mitadi race. On the first game, that we have some of the function, maybe something like the betting feature and the chaining room. That is where you can inscribe the stats of the dog when you are racing. But we have some change when we have the AMA. Something like I mentioned before, that I listen to the suggestion of the investor when they want the mating feature. I made the mating feature, right? So some of that, so I'm gonna be deploying it, and one of the things that I want to do in the future is we'll having some change, because when we are fixing for the first things, so the second thing we have something different. It cannot be the same as our plan before. So for the first that we have, or as I know that for us for now, that we want to improving the first game and the second games, and for the first that I will, as I promised to the community, that we will try our best to improve the first game that made that very first before the METAxHUNTER can be more success, because I know that having a lot of members, they are invested on the first game more than they invest on the first game. This sucks. The first game have the better like attention of the investor than the second games. So for us, for now, we want to, for first that we want to improving the first game before we do any other things in the future, and because having some of the things like in our opinions when we are deploying the second games, that I want to maybe can I say it now?
It's okay, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, yes. When we are deploying the second games, for the first, that the animations is better than the first game. I can promise that it's better than the first game, and so that for my in my opinions, in our team opinions, when we are deploying the second games, that we are trying to get the reaction of the investor to invest in our both games, not only on the same game. We are not like aim to deploy or improve the second games like as the first game, because I know that all of the investors, they want the first game to make the profits and they can earning some things like some of the money, some or they when they got the profits from the first game before we deploying the second game. And I know that having when we are deploying the second games, it's have some the connections with the first game. Like when you are buying the blind box of the second games, if you buy the combine with the both token, because we have the box, you can using both token to buy the box, and it will have some discount, like 10% of the total price of the box. So it will make the investor when they want to buy a box or invest in a second game with the better animation, maybe something like this, and they can also buy the token of the first game, and that is what we want. And all of the things in our opinions when we are deploying the second game, that is to improve the board games, not only the first game, not only this make the profits for the team, because we did not make any profits from second game for now until now. Yeah. So
how about on the first game, sir?
For the first game, that one of the fees that we are using for now, one of the fees is going to the marketing, and one of them is going to marketing, and we are trying to the best to because you know that having the marketing fee is cut a lot because when you are posting, or some of the KOL have the influencer, they have the or like having a lot of followers on YouTube or any social platform. They it's cut a lot. Maybe some of the investors they don't know about this, but it's cut a lot to when we are promote in the another social media. And for the first game, we are using some of the fee on the on the tax when you are selling. It will cost buying tax will be 0%, but for a selling tax it will take 6%. So that fee will go into for the marketing. Yeah. So if we want to run the board game for a long term, of course that we need it to improving the games for the long run. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the third question, Sir Nicky Tran. Why are the devs in the site not doxed? Oh, there's a question about this. Do you have a plan to update your site? I believe the second question na lang. I mean, the second question is the real question for the third question because I already asked the first
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yes, part.
Yeah. For us, for the first that we that's I already AMA before in our community that we will not focus on Vietnam. Vietnam is, I mean, in Vietnam is sometimes it will be good when the price is green, but when it's red, I mean, I always go through all of the like community because I need to know what the reaction of the investor. And in Vietnam, investor they are some of them when the price is down, they put a lot. I mean, they put their own pocket. They when they invested on the game, and they going to say the bad thing about that. So we in the future we will not have, and I mean we will not focus on Vietnam. And when we are done for that, and we of course like we will have docs on the, of course like we will have docs or any like doc or video call on the so community, because that is not having the bad effect for our community or to the developers. Yeah.
All right. Sir Nicky Tran, I'd like to reiterate what you just said, that you don't want to focus on Vietnam, sir.
Yes, that is
As
what
of the
for me.
moment, Sir Nicky Tran, will you be comfortable if we ask what time is it on your end and which country are you in right now?
Yeah, for now I'm just back to Vietnam. Surely.
Okay. Actually,
Yes.
I'd like to know what was the reason for you to not focus on the community where you are right now, sir? Isn't that not I mean, doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable right now that you are currently on the country that you are in
Yes.
right now, and what
Yes.
you're saying, sir, is that not focusing on where you are right now? I think you're gonna
Yes.
be having a hard time for that, sir.
Yes. For the first, that I'm also the investor. I not only I'm the guys who like the building the projects, but I'm also the investor. I'm investing in a lot of games before, and also I joined to the crypto scene 2018. So I spent a lot of time when during that time because I have not do not have a lot of investor from Vietnam at that time. But surely when 4 months or 5 months ago until now, whenever I go to the community of Vietnamese community, they having a lot of problems. For the first that I mentioned before, that when the price is going like or going up, they talk some of the joking like, oh, if the price is going to be $1, I will buy it 1,000, something like this. But are the same people, that same persons. But when the price is going down, or just no, I don't know that it's going to a little bit or just a little bit. They come to the community and say the bad things like something like a debt sell or creating the food. Whenever we're not doing anything bad. And as I mentioned, that the mindset of the investor in Vietnam, is really bad for now because they trying to do the bad things. When they invest in any things. I don't know. That's for me. If I invest and I'm making my own companies, that is I invested on in my company, right? So I get some of the percent that I will lost my investment, right? Because not everything that if you know that you invested on some things that will get the profit, and so who will lose the money, right? Of course, that having some person that will got money, some will not have got the money. So we need to know when we are invested on the games. But myself, the investor in Vietnam, when they invest, they want 100%. They got the profits.
Well,
So if
everyone wants
anything
that,
bad
Sir
will-
Nicky Tran. I mean,
yeah. I mean, everyone want that to. Yeah.
everyone, even me, if I invested into an NFT game, I mean,
Yes.
it's normal, sir. I mean, I've seen a lot of people investing into other games too, and maybe in tokens. And I'm not here to talk about what the game is, but the thing is, I think it's normal to have that kind of reaction when you try to invest. It's all the time you want to earn. And how does the team deal with those people that are saying not um not good statements towards the NFT game METAxHUNTER or MetaDrace? How does your team deal with those people?
Or for the footers,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
For
Yes, sir.
yes. For us, for now, that we are. I mean, for the first, some of the fruit that have the reason, they have the proof that maybe something like, if they said that that sell some things, they need to send the proof that we are selling. For our second games, MetaxHUNTER, we haven't sold any bucks for any tokens for all of the wallet that we are holding for now. We haven't sell anything. All of the fee for marketing and everything until now we are using our own money to doing it. And some of them come to the group and they saying that the dev sell or something. That is no reason, unreason. So we are, if for that person in our games for now that we will have, we will we will have the moderator who will control it. Sometimes is we will warn them, with them, or ban them. Is this really bad for our like community? Because I want that I want to build a community where every person, every members, they support each others. That is what we aim to. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for
Okay.
that answer, Peter F. How about the next question for you?
Okay, Sir Nicky. Is there a scholarship program in your project?
For the scholarship in our projects, we for now we don't have it in have that feature in our roadmap. But the scholarship is one of the things that we are have mentioned in a lot of AMA before. Yeah, initially that when deploying the project, we chose two things to attract the players. For the first, that will be the price of the NFT. It's meant to
Yes.
be suitable for everyone to join to the games. And for our second game for now, or MetaxHUNTER, it will be going to be around $40 for a NFT. And the second thing is we to attack the players that we are doing the pre-sale on Pingsale. And the Pingsale, as you know, that is really easy. Is really popular for now. And or is the platform like easy to attract the person? Because I mean that I think that most of the investors for now they know about the Pingsale. I mean, yeah, some of them like this is like from about 5 months ago. It will be their was I cannot remember, but this is the good platform to attract the investor for now.
Okay, so Sir
S-
Nicky,
yep.
sorry for interrupting. So there is no a scholarship program in your
Yes,
project.
yes,
Okay.
we don't
So
have it
if there
for
is
now.
no scholarship, are you planning to make a scholarship program on this
Yes,
previous game?
yes,
Okay.
we will have it in the future. Depend on the investor opinions. If we are request for this, I will do it because I will.
Okay, thank you for that, sir.
All right. I'd like to raise this. Actually, I'm reading one of the comments here. We don't ban people from our page. Actually, we're just trying to tell you guys to refrain from using hashtags because it affects the algorithm of the page or the distribution of this live stream. So if you guys are wondering why you got muted, it's because you guys commented the hashtag, all right? So please refrain from using hashtags and we are not going to ban you from the page just by telling your sentiments about anything. Thank you so much. And we respect each and everyone's opinion. All right. For the next one, Sir Nicky Tran, do you have any rules for players that their account may be banned if they violate it?
Or for our community, when we are has some rule, of course, all of the games has some rule that when you are or do some like or they violate and it could be got banned or some of the things are to happen for them in our community is because we want to build the healthy community. So, or if any on come to create a food or anything is will got the word of word or banned, or depend on the situations. And for our games, for our games is more important because having before when we start or the first game, the Meta Race, is have some of the bugs. So on we are one of the developers. We have the developer only on only on the computer to watching to the on of the system, on of the games. So if any bad action during the games when they are trying to create the bugs on the games, they will got banned recently because we will need to prevent from any bad thing to happen for our games. So yeah, that's it. That is the rule of our games. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you so much. For the next one, what can you say to the players? Oh, I asked this already. That spread FUD or FUD, and what action will your team do when someone is spreading fake news about your game? First, I'd like to add to this question. How do you differentiate fake news and sentiments from the community, which is true, and how do you differentiate this from FUD or FUD?
Or for the foot, that is having that's one of the part of on the project. I mean, yeah, on the project we have it. Um, for them, some of them is have the reason I mentioned before that they have some of them have their reason. They have the proof. That's we are doing it. So we will receive it, and we are our teams do everything until now. Is everything is we are only publish everything to community. So if anything bad, you can check it. And if we're doing it, you can for sure that we're not hiding it, so we're not afraid about anything, right? So all of the food, or if they had a reason, have the proof that we will listen to that, and we will explain for them. And for some of them who has do not have any proof, they just come to create food like the enjoy the food. They just make it for fun. So we of course that we will have the action for them, something like murder or ban them, because like they just to create it and make the in another investor they think bad about the games whenever we are trying our best to do it. Yeah,
All right.
that is what.
Sir
Okay.
Nicky Tran, thank you for that answer. I'd like to ask, sir, have you experienced or does the team experience having a player saying something like FUD, but the thing is, have the team thought of thinking it as a player experience? They're not just
Yes,
saying
yes.
fake news or FUDs or FUD. Maybe that's their player experience. So how does the team cope up with the player experience when it's somehow looking like a FUD to the team? How does your team
Or
cope up with that,
y-
sir?
yes, or we know what will be the fun and what will be the investor experience. Yeah, I am for me. I'm really appreciate about the player experience because when they are saying it on the community, because they are really like put their mind when they are giving it. That's they are mindset. They are thinking about the games, and that is really good for the project to be success. Because in for me, I'm the guys who building the projects. So sometimes I cannot see what the investors when the player what the player can see in our games. We cannot knowing it because I'm the guys who like making the projects. So some of the part that I can know, I don't know about that. But when they are saying it on the community, and for me, I know what will be the suggestion, what will be the fruit. Some for me, the fruit is will be something like left cell when they not do not have any proof. That is for myself. But if they have saying anything like or something like the bad animations, that is what we need to improve it because we know that in our game that is bad, that is the animation is bad, so we need to improve it. So all of the things are for me that I want to improve, and I really appreciate for all of the suggestion or the players experience in our games. So yeah.
Knowing
So
that,
for
thank you so much.
yeah.
All right, do you want to add something, Sir Nicky? Sir Nicky?
Yes. Can
All
you
right, do,
repeat it,
do you
please?
want to add something more? Something more, or that's it?
Uh, yes, that's it.
All
I
right,
don't
all right,
know. I maybe I will say one thing because
all right, all right.
uh yes for one more time, and I hope that everyone, if you are invested in our games, that I hope that you will gonna support our games as the first days. Yeah, that is what I want.
All right. I
Yeah.
see where
Yes,
you're
that's it.
coming from, Sir Nicky. I totally understand how would you I mean how you feel right now. But sir, with that being said that your team or your moderators know to segregate a few days from player experiences. How about if ever, sir, if ever that the team one of the teams misband or accidentally banned someone, an
Yes.
investor, how
Yes.
would that investor be on that community again? Will there be a
Or
chance for him or her to be part of
yes.
the community?
Yes, of course. Because sometimes because one day is when sometimes is when the price is going down, having a lot of footer that come to the chat, and sometimes I cannot be there for all of the time. So we have the moderator, and having some of the members they are not saying anything bad for that is their own opinions about the game, right? So they come to the chat, but the like I mean the the moderator sometimes they got mad because of that the last foot before, so they got a bad. So I mean, if you has banned it for unreason in our chat, you can DM me or any admin, so we will unmute you recently. It's really easy, and you can DM what you want because sometimes it will be like your suggestion about the games. You just like DM to the admin, so we will try our best to improve it, and we will unban you recently. It's really easy.
All
Yeah.
right, that's it from Sir Nicky Tran. So if you guys got banned from their community, make sure to chat their moderators. And what will be the name of the moderator that they're gonna look for them to get unbanned, sir?
Or you can DM, or okay, so you can DM one of, or if you are there, this will be the Conan, and one of the guys who can support you for that, or you can DM me, Nicky.
All
Yes,
right,
I will
Sir
support you doing it.
Nicky itself will unban you guys from
But
Sir Nicky Tran.
yeah, but it's good. Sometimes I'm got busy, so I cannot be on the chat all the time. So where Conan will be the better chance. Yeah.
All right, that's it. The next one, partner.
Okay, Sir Nicky, what comes to your mind when there are players who do not trust your game?
Uh, Okay. So, uh, for actually, what we are doing for the project is simply to deploy it. One of the action of us until now is just go. That is on we are all of the things that we want to do until now for all of our projects. That to improve it and deploy it to be more success. So sometimes there is many things that we fully accept from the investor to build the projects. Sometimes it's gonna be like the mating feature on our project, on the last projects. So we really like the suggestion of the investor, but when we are doing it, we must balance and have to make the decision to make it to with the main purpose just to deploy the projects, because if we want to, or like we want to make some things, we need to decide, need to make the decision to balance it, we're not in anything bad for the game for a long run. So some of that decision will have their bad effect to the community, because sometimes they will think that we not doing our promise. But one of the things that we are trying to do is just to improving the games, and the person can choose from, or the belief of anyone can come from many directions. Sometimes it will be the word, sometimes it will be the actions, and sometimes it will be like uh, you do not have any reason, but you still believe it. So for us, that we are trying to, sometimes I cannot like saying it's good. I cannot like explain it clearly, or I cannot like saying the good things. But all of the things that we are doing until now, that's all of the actions that we are trying to do. That is the actions that we are trying to make it better. That's it. And if you are the guys who do not believe in our games, or anyone are the guys who do not believe in our games, I hope that they will skip in our chat, in our community, and not quit. And they can see that what we are doing and what we are trying to do. Yes, that is what I mentioned. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
With that being said, sir, how many? I'd like to ask Sir Nicky Tran, how many among the teams? I mean, how many people does your METAxHUNTER consist?
Or sorry, can you repeat it,
All right.
please?
How many individuals are from the METAxHUNTER? I mean, what are the head count?
What the head come? What
Yeah,
is?
head count, sir. For example, you got 10 or 11. How many people is behind METAxHUNTER, sir?
Yes, for our games for now that we are have the companies. That's we have 20 employees that they are
Who
doing
is
their
the who
own
is
work.
the game
And
designer of the METAxHUNTER, sir?
yeah, the game design, we have 4 members in the game design.
Who
One the main.
who is the main game designer of METAxHUNTER, sir?
For our game Meta X Hunters, or this go. Oh, sorry, because I cannot remember his name really good. Or said, or the game is. Oh, that is a girl that I cannot know her name because I'm not usually talking to her.
Oh, all right. So you don't know the
Yes.
name of the game designer. Going to the next question, sir. Um, and what can you say to people who don't? What? I mean, I've already. Oh, that's
I
the
think
next.
you already
We
you
already
already
asked this one.
answered
The
of
next
the
one. All
second
right. Does
question.
the game have a nerf system when the player has already got their ROI?
Our 4 hours nerf are in our games are for us that the are asked for the nerf issues for everyone to hold on for 1 minute. So for the nerf, that's we have on the first games, but for second game we haven't deploying it. Because for the first that we want to attract more members, and so of course if we have like excludes a lot of the tax of the claim or some things. in our game to attract more members before we are increasing any like the nerf in the future. That for METAxHUNTER we haven't have it. So in the future, when we have more members, have more players, we will doing it.
All right. For the next one, partner, Peter.
Okay. Sir Nicky, what are some of the aspects in the gaming industry security designers need to consider in developing gaming applications?
Or there is one of the things that is important to or like or when you are deploying gaming applications. For the first thing that you can know, you need to know that what you will do for the first time. What is the game that you will do, because for every one of you guys here, maybe some of you guys that want to playing it, like everyone want to making profits, and it's will be some of them will take a short time. And so for our game for now, are the aiming of us as in the first day that we want to improve it. That's if we want to make it simple for the gameplay. It need to be simple. It's quick and ROI to be comfortable. So for us, this will be the animation is for the METAxHUNTER is good. I mean, is good, and the time that you can spend for a day in our game is actually took 5 minutes for a account. And for the rest of time, you can spend your time with your family, or you can spend your time with or doing another job. So for our game is to be quick, and the ROI will be going to be some 6 to 20 days, and it's really easy to play the games. And of course, that the main thing is not about the gameplay or the games. The second thing we need to know that we need to, if you are deploying any games, that you need to know that's the marketing plan is the main things that you need to focusing on. Yeah.
Do you have any follow-up question for that, Sir Peter F?
No,
All
no
right.
partner.
All right, let's move towards the next one. What errors have you seen in other games, maybe on your other game? What do you do to prevent it from happening to your game?
Yes. One of the things that I can see that they are some of their fault that they are doing this is the overconfidence when they are doing any games. Yeah. Or one of that is when they are simple. When the game is deploying, the developer need to know some kind of risk that the server will be cheating. They will cheat it, and some of the they will got a bad effect to the price of the project. They will lost some of the token, and they can selling it. What they can selling it, and the price will be down really quick. So for us, that we to avoid the problem in our games, that we have the developers only on the computer check it on the or on the like the word reaction on the games. And the second thing is will be we will like counting the numbers of the token will be or the players, because like we have the NFT on the servers, so we will counting the number of that. I mean, if we have 1,000 like gun, it will be 1,000 tokens, something like this. So we were sharing it to 10 times to sending to the reward pool. So if any time is going to have the cheating, they will just take 10%, and it will be just a few. It's only go around $1,000 or $2,000, and we will buy back recently after then. Yeah, that's
Alright.
our how to prevent from the yeah.
With that being said, sir, you know that there are hackers, or you say the tokens are missing from other games. Is your team well equipped in hindering this scenario to happen in METAxHUNTER?
Sorry, my internet is not really good. Can you repeat it, please?
All right. Knowing that you said, sir, a while ago that there is a happening that hackers are trying to get some
Yeah.
tokens, and tokens are not seen. Where did they go? Is your team well equipped? Your developers, are they well equipped to hinder this from happening, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. That we are always checking all of these servers. For the first that we know all of the cheating action on the server, we will check it and ban it recently after then, and we will fix that bug and have the maintenance right after then. And the second thing is that we will. I mentioned that we will share the reward pool because having a lot of projects, they will have the reward pool, the reward wallet, right? To get the token to send it to the players. But for us, we will have the huge, the huge wallet, and that wallet will be not. That's the wallet who was holding on of the reward, and we were sending it to the small reward wallet, and we will send just only a few amount to when because if we have any cheating on the servers that we'll get from the reward pool, but it will just get on the small, and just only small amount. If we have any cheating, it will have only small amount the token will be stolen, and we will buy back it recently and have the maintenance to fix that problem recently after then. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Nicky
Okay.
Tran. For the next one, partner.
Okay, thank you, partner. Okay, does your team have already experienced entering NFT games? Also, this question is already answered by Sir Nicky. So I'll just ask this. Has your team prepared a way for investors to make sure it's not like other games that only developers can make money on? Or
Uh,
we would like to say the other games like your previous game, the
yes.
Meta D Race.
Yes, we have a project before that the name is METAxHUNTER, and it's running for about 50 days until now.
50 days.
50 days, yeah. And for the project that we have some of the experience through the first project that we are know to make it more better in the second games, because all of the things that we are need to do the first, and that we need to be do, and we will need to make it, and we need get the experience from that. And the problem now is for or if you some of the investors are thinking about the games that having a lot of games that only the developer can make the profits. But for our games, for the METAxHUNTERs, if you are playing the games and you are trust us and we invested in our games, and until now we haven't sold any tokens of the teams, and the team wallet is like locking for 6 months, and the marketing wallet is still there. Is we haven't sold any tokens, so we are not. We are not making the profit. And one of the things that I mentioned that we are using our own money until now for the METAxHUNTER to marketing proposal and any to pay for the employee. So for our games that we haven't doing it, we haven't making any profit. And if you are playing game and for our right for now, because I know having a lot of members, they got the their legendary gun, and the rise will be 6 days to 7 days, and we are launched around a week, and they already get back the inferred investments. And if you are playing the game, and it will take around it's for the comment guns, and it will take around 20 days. So if you are playing it, you must know when you are buying the token, when will be the best chance, because all of you guys, when you invest in our game, it's going to need to buy on the best price that you think is going to be the best price. So if you are playing the game, and for 20 days, of course, that you will get your first investment. And we are not selling anything until now. So believe us, we will not selling it, and we just trying to our best to improving the games and attract more members. So we are trying our best. Yeah. So don't worry, we are not making profits for this.
All right. I just want to repeat to the viewers right now that later we are going to have this scene, which is going to be their names showing up on the screen, and then their questions will be shown up on the screen so that we can be able to ask directly towards Sir Nicky Tran. All these prepared questions are from our research team, and this was prepared for us to be guided on an AMA. We want you guys to be informed that we just want you guys to have that answers towards our questions. This is our questions, and we believe that we can provide information for you guys. And then later on, guys, make sure to prepare your questions. And then later, we are going to show your question directly from the live towards this screen that you're watching right now. All right? All right. Next one, Sir Nicky Tran. Do you have a plan to do more buybacks in the future, sir?
Uh, yes, we will do the buyback on both games. For our MetaxHUNTER, we has just had the buyback on yesterday's for $20,000, and I mean we are. Sorry, let us we were just buybacks on yesterday's, and the buyback is just only when it's needed, and because we need to know when will be the best time to doing the buybacks, and the effects of the buyback on just shortly, and that is not the solution, the best solutions for the games. Because the buyback will just only a short time, the price going up, and then some of the investors they will selling it, and it's go back to the normal, right? So the main things to the first solution for all of the games, that is we will need to do more marketings. That's the main things to 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 the best solution, better than the buybacks. And of course, that in the future we will have more buybacks. Yes.
All right. Who usually do buybacks from the team, sir? Is it the CEO, community manager? By the way, who is the CEO of Sir MetaxHUNTER?
Louis.
Louis.
He's
What's
running his own companies.
all right? What's the last name of Sir Louis?
Oh, sir.
Code, sir. All right, that's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's the one doing the buybacks for the MetaX.
No.
All right.
We have our own monies because we have 6 member on the core team, and we are sending. We have, and of course that we are running the games, and we have the marketing fees from the tax. So
You
we
said,
will.
Sir Nikitran, that you have your own money. Does it mean
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
reinvesting or buying back from your own pocket,
Yes,
sir?
yes. Of course, I'm using my own money
Oh,
because
I
sometimes
see.
we will publish the wallet on the servers on the community. Sometimes we will publish it on the community, and some of them, some for me, I also playing my games. I also playing my game. I also invest around 10Ks for in our game until now. And if sometimes if I'm the guys who invest on the game, so I also are like buying when the price down. And of course I will not publish it, but I still buying it. Yeah.
All right. What are the parameters of the team so that they know when to buy back, sir?
Or we will have some of the announcement when we are doing the
No, I
buybacks.
mean, sir, not the announcement. I mean, I'd like to know, and the community wants to know, I think, the parameters. What do you consider when you are about to buy back? When is the right
Uh,
time for the team to buy back? Is there a
Before we
certain amount of the value of the token, or what parameters?
or when we are doing the buyback, is some when before and the future being out, and when the price is too hard to like the price dumping too much,
What
and
is the
of course
price of Meta D-Rays right now and Meta Hunter, sir?
for the meta raise it will be after the vesting, and we are already 2 days after the vesting, but for the first we are deploying the betting futures, so we were having the buybacks on the shortly. And for the meta raise, this will of course it will be after the vesting because the selling pressure is really hard. So
When
we
when you
are
say when you say, sir, the team is going to buy back in no time or soon, what date will that be, if ever that's possible, sir?
we cannot announcement it here.
All right,
for it
sure.
to
We
work. Yes,
respect that,
yeah.
sir. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next question. NFT and metaverse make it even spicier due to high stakes and high reward with low security. The system becomes vulnerable. What can you say about the high stakes or investments in your game? Will it also affect your security like other games, or do you have a solution for it?
Uh, for our games, that to attract more members, more investor. For the first thing that we need to know and we need to focusing on, that's if we are for the price of the projects, for the price of the our NFT is much to be comfortable and suitable for everyone to join to the games. And for the reward, that we don't want any game. We do not deploy the games like, or you just only playing for a days and you can got back your first investment. We are not doing it, and it's going to make the inflation really quick, and the game die after then. So we are trying to make the games with one of the things to are having the most suitable and or for the security and we is will not having any bad effect to the security of the game. Yeah.
All right. Next question, partner.
Okay, Sir Nick, what was the basis for your Mr. CEO to select and form that team?
Yes, for our teams to join our team for the first that we just hiding the guys who are who has like their own ability when they need to know about how to work. And of course that you of course everyone when you start or the games or you start any job that will sometimes is you not have the experience about that. So or if you are have the mindset that you want to know and you want to learning, so it will be the best thing when we are select to the members to our team
Does
that
that
you
mean,
need
Sir
have
Nikki?
having the mind to
All right, sorry.
learn. Yes.
Sorry, sir. Is your team new to the NFT scene? I mean, you told us that it's okay if your team or one part of your team is learning from the NFT or itself. Would that be good towards the image of the game, sir?
What? Sorry. What can
All
you
right, I'll
repeat,
repeat the
please? But
question.
I haven't gotten your questions.
All right,
So
as
please.
you said, sir, the Meta D-Race team was selected while the game is up, sir. Is that what you said? And then you believe in other, I mean, in your team, even though there's or they are just learning what they're supposed to do. In
No, no, no,
all
no.
right, all right.
It's not about because they need to know the basic things like or if they are the designers, some of things, some of when they are some designers, some of them will not know about crypto, how to integrate it to having the best design for our game. So the guys who are working it, the leaders need to tell them what must they do on these things. That is the main things that I want to mention. That they need to have the mindset that to learn and to improve themselves. Yeah.
All right. For example, sir, for your front end developer, does he have any experiences, and can you introduce him to us, sir, or her?
Yes.
What experiences does your front end developer has, sir?
From developers,
The front end developer,
I don't know that my internet is for problem.
sir.
Because
Your
I
front end,
feel
sir, Nikki, sir, Nikki. Your front end developer is sir. As I read here on my research, it's Sir Lev Bauch or Leaf Bauch. So, what are his experiences in developing such games like this, sir?
Sir Nicky?
Sir Nikki. I think we got connection issues. Sir Nicky. Oh, I think he just got disconnected.
Okay.
All right, Sir Nicky, are you there?
Or yes.
All right, sorry.
There's some problem with the
All right. So, Sir Nicky, have you heard the question a while ago, sir?
Or can no.
All
Sorry.
right. All right. It's okay, sir. For your front end developers, sir, what are his or her experiences? I can see
Our
a name. What's his name, sir?
his name is Liv Bunch.
Oh, Bunch.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's had his own companies for designing and for the marketing. So he is running his own company. So he has some experience about that. And we got friends. So yeah.
No, I mean, sir, what are the experiences? And he's a front end developer, sir, right? He's not from the marketing
Yeah.
team.
No, he's not from the marketing teams. He's not working on the marketing. Sometimes he will give these suggestion for the main designers for that. So the front no, are for him that he did the guys who he's the guys who deploying the UIs of the games.
All right.
Guys who
So,
are leading with this, yeah.
and his company is capable of doing such, sir.
Yes.
All right. The reason why we ask this is that because we want to know that the team is very well equipped with lots of individuals that are very professional, and we want to ask you this because we want to hear it from the team itself, and we want to somehow feel the confidence of the team behind an NFT game. Thank you so much for that answer, Sir Nicky Tran. Let's move on towards this next one. How many accounts can a player have? Can a player have multi accounts?
Yes, for you can have as much at the account if you want. And for our games, for a account is will have the maximum will be 15 guns. 15 guns for a account. And if you want to play another, you want to play another account, that is good. We have the referrals code for each account. Each wallet will have the different code, so you can invite a friend or you can invite your second account and receive 1.5% of the tokens that are used to buy a box. Yeah.
All right, let's go next to the next one, brother.
Okay. Sir Nicky, what will you do if someone in your team takes advantage of the player's investment?
Yes. We have the main developers, and the CEO, the two guys who just controlling all of the things in our all of the like contract and the servers. Who the guys are controlling it. So and of course that we have the the commitment of each like all of the guys in our projects. So and of course that we have the like yes, I mentioned that we have the commitment, right?
Commitment, yeah.
Yes, of the all of the members on the group on the projects that if having any problems, they will have to the problems make the benefit to the projects or make the benefits to the team members. They will have the they will I don't know how about this word. I don't know. It's very sorry because I don't know what is that word.
Mm-hmm.
It will be responsible. Yeah, sorry.
Responsible.
They need to be sure. Yes, when they are doing anything best for our games, and of course we know each other's and we know everything. And of course for our games, we did the KYC with the pink cell. So if we has any problems, the pink cell, the guys who will publish all of the information of us on the social medias. So and we will publish himself too and trying our best to prevent from that.
All right. You said, sir, that the CEO and the developer has
Yes.
control of
Yes.
whatever that is.
They are holding the wallet, or they are the main developers. Is the guys who like holding the contract, and the
Does
wallet that's holding the tokens or reward tokens, and all the guys who
does that
controlling
mean,
it.
sir Nikki, that they have full control of the token? I mean, the wallet.
No, no, no. Of course, all of the projects will have the guys who are having that chance. But as you know, that we have some of the wallet that we are locking, some of the wallets that we need to controlling it to improving or developing the projects. So we're just only the guys who are leaders, and we are working together, and we also KYC with having quick KYC with some of the partners. Yeah. So if we are doing anything bad, and we don't want like something like the employee, the guys who we cannot charge a lot doing anything bad. So just only the main developers and the CEO, the guys who controlling it.
All right, because I'm
Oh,
not
yes.
I'm not an IT or a programmer, but I know for a fact that wallets should be locked. Is it
Yes.
locked, sir Nikki? And
Yes.
how many months, how many years would that be
Our
locked, sir?
for our liquidity is locked for a years, and for our
For 4
teams,
years, sir?
for 1 years,
1 year. Okay.
Yes, and if anyone is request for lock it more longer, of course that we can doing it. It's really easy. For our reward pool, a reward wallet is what we are. I mentioned before, because we are not. I mean, if we are locking it, we will not have any tokens to pay for the players, right? So we are holding that wallet, and the marketings are and the our team wallet is locking for 6 months for the team wallet. Yes, that all of the wallet that we're having. Yeah.
All right. With that being said, sir, that you can actually extend the lock or the lock period, and you told us that it's easy. Is it easy for the team to unlock it too, sir?
No, no, no. We cannot unlock it because we're locking on the pink swap,
All
on the pink
right.
cell, and we're
That's
locking
it.
it,
That's
and
it.
yes, we need to spend the time to waiting for the unlock. It's
All
quite a
right.
lot of time. Yeah.
All right. So now I think the questions from the viewers is going to be answered by Sir Nicky Tran, the community manager. Make sure your questions are in English so that we can be able to communicate it or to ask it directly towards our guest for tonight, which is the community manager, Nicky Tran of METAxHUNTER. Guys, as we have said a while ago, we are going to pick questions. Come on, guys, ask questions right now. All of you guys were asking a while ago, and this is the time for you guys to prepare your questions and get the chance. Don't spam it, guys. We are going to ask every bit of it. But for now, I'd like to reiterate we have a giveaway. It's gonna be two winners for 250 Gcash. It's for the community. It's from the team CGG. It's not. It's from the team CGG, and we're doing this to give thanks to the people that are here. All right. So this one from Sir JP. All right. I think it's not showing up. There you go. Sir JP ask. Please ask, what is the value of D-Race and X-Hunter? Alright.
Or what is the value of now of the raise list?
Yeah, value.
Yes, for our Ace Hunter is 0.4038, and around that price 6. And
And
for the D rate is going to be 0.007. That's it out.
alright. Even though it's not this AMA is for METAxHUNTER, Sir Nicky Tran, would you take questions that are indulging
Meta
into
D-Race.
Meta D-Race? Will that be good to you,
Yes.
sir?
Okay, it's okay.
All right. So, a question from Komiya Brian. What is your plan with the current price of D-Race? Are you planning on listing it on CEX?
Yes, yes, we're having plans doing it. For the first, that if we are listening to sex, is for the first, it needs to be the I mean, or I don't know about that word, or like the money is running on the games. I mean, for 24 hours, you have the collusion or that is counting the number of the money is running on the games. So for the first time, we need to know about that. And for sex, it's got around. I cannot mention it, but it's got a lot, and is requiring a lot, having a lot of like tokens, and the effect is depend on if we want to listen on sex. For the first thing that we need to do more marketing for now before listing on sex to having more members before doing it. And if we are going to that, is
Sir
we
Nicky,
having a lot of yeah.
if it's okay, sir, please put your microphone near you because it's I mean the mic is going down. I mean the volume, sir. Sorry.
Yes, it is okay now. That is
Yes,
okay.
it's better. It's better. All right. So go ahead, sir. Sorry. Hello, sir. Ayan.
Yes, for the sex, it will be on this month or on the first of the next month. We are for the first that we are. Is that our plans for now? Because we are for the first that we need to do more marketing and deploying the next feature before doing it. So
Alright.
yes, yeah, yes, and for the price, shortly is will be the buybacks, and that is the quick and the first solutions. And I mentioned before that the main solution for now is must to be the marketings, and that is the main things. They're like the best solutions, and of course that I need that is the support of the community because I think just having a lot of the investor when they come to the chat and own is the bad or like the bad action or the bad word or something from the another investor. It could be the bad things for the projects. So if any one of you, anyone in any investor who want to support the projects and want the pride of the project to be better, for the first that you need to support the project. And
Alright.
like yes, that's what I mentioned because
Alright.
having a lot of them, they put their own like they put their
Their
own
own
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah,
It's
but
really
you
bad.
cannot blame them, Sir Nicky Tran. I mean,
Yes, yes, I know.
they're like that because they believe in your game, and it's let's put it this way: we can make it's an inspiration for us to do something about it, sir.
Yes.
Yes. All right. How about you? I got a question from Mark Montoya. It I got no chance to publish it. Mark Montoya, could you please ask that again? All right. Peter, how about you pick questions from the viewers?
Yes, partner, no? Yun na din ang kukunin kong question from Mark
Yeah,
Montoya.
nawala
No?
siya.
Antay
Nawala
lang
siya.
natin ano niya. Re-comment your... Okay, here it is.
Ayan. Yan.
Okay. Sir Nicky, how can you encourage us to play METAxHUNTER if your previous project was not a total success or became famous in the market?
Yes. That is what I am apologizing the beginning of the AMAs. And also I having a lot of AMA before. I'm really sorry about this. And I explained it because for our opinions when we are deploying the second games, that's to make the attract for both games. I mean, we're not trying to make the profits from the second games. That's what we are trying to do. That we just want to attract more members, more investors with the better animations and everything that we are trying to do is just only to attract more members. But when we are doing it, the reaction of the community is not really good. and for me, it's just I know that is the bad, or that is the bad plan from us. That is best or best solution, the best plan from the teams when we are doing the second games, when the first game is not to be success. So for me, in this AMA, I'm really sorry because I know that having a lot of members joining on these AMAs, that they are from our projects. So I'm really sorry about this. And shortly, on the next few days, we will try our best. I can promise for this that we try our best for the marketing, for the first study marketing, and the second thing is will be the buybacks for youth, and also that we will have, I mean, more AMA on the another like our group and others, like to attract more members to our games. And I hope that if you are in our games, that you will going to support it and do not like create your own investment. And if you are trust us in the first day, that we will trying it our best to like to make it more success. Yeah.
All right. Another question from Phoebe Goldie Mercado. Why can you do more marketing in Hunter, but you cannot do it in the race?
We were doing it, and surely after this AMAs, I know that more of you guys want to the first thing. I hope that since today is that when I am trying to have and trying to do more marketing of meta race, you gonna support Earth on the meta race. I mean, you gonna support it on the community trying to create the FOMOs or create to selling to friends, everything to support us, and that is support your own investments to the project to be more success. So we will after this AMA, I will talk to the team to do more marketing on the race and instead of the X-Hunter. And also I hope that if we are doing it, you will support not only on the race and support on the both projects.
All right.
If you can promise it, if you promise it, I will, of course, that I will do the same things for you.
I hope you, in behalf of all the Filipinos that are giving their sentiments, I hope, Sir Nicky Tran, that you understand them, because you, as what you told a while ago, Filipino community for your games, NFT games, are very incomparable towards other countries. So I mean, having Filipino community is really, I think, is the best. It's the Filipino vibes. It's
Yes.
as we say it.
Yes, I'm really appreciate that because when we are deploying the first games, you can like see that having a lot of the Philippines in like investor, they are really supporting the project. And
Yeah.
I know that I'm really once again I'm really sorry because that's it our bad solutions when we are deploying the second games, because we just think that it's going to have the both projects to have it to be more better, and we cannot know that the reaction of the players is this bad, and when they creating the fruit and the both project will be failed. So once again, I'm really sorry for once these things that is the Philippines community, because they are really support the projects in the first day, because we have a lot of AMAs and in the global group, and having a lot of the members from Philippines, they join to the voice chat and they supporting and they are give the suggestion for the projects. And sorry because I do not have too much of time when before that I have got the COVID, so I cannot spend a lot of time. And you can see that they would think that I am not focusing on the project, but my health is not really good at that time to spending my time because I spend my time most of the time on the bed, because I got the COVID and I got sick, I got headache, and it's really bad to breathe. So for
We
now I got a
understand
bed.
that, sir. We
Yes, I
understand
got.
that, Sir Nigitran, and we highly suggest that you, as I can see on the website, you are composed of 10 main members or a team behind MetaxHunter. We hope that the community can get answers from others. We respect that you need rest and all, sir, but the community is really longing for answers, and I
Yes.
think other members from your team can do that for you, sir. We
Yes.
understand you, so we believe your team will understand you too if you need the rest, sir.
Yes.
All right, another question from Rai Bermeo. The question is, why did you open up a new game instead of placing all your efforts to make the first game more healthier than before?
Yes, this is what I mentioned. I just mentioned that that's the best plan from us, the best like our yeah. So because as I mentioned that we just want to attract more members from both games and make like also for the second game, as you know, that's when you are buying the box, the second games, that's will got us some discount for from 10% of the total price when they are buying the race and they are using the bot token to buying the box. That is what we are mentioning. What we are just, I mean, since the first of this AMA that I mentioned that we will not have any project after this, and we will try to improve the board game before doing anything in the future. So yes, that is what we are trying to do for now.
Alright, so guys, so what Sir Nicky Tran has said is that MetaxHUNTER is somehow part of their marketing so that they can be able to attract new players or investors that can be able to, I mean, that in the future might invest on Meta D Race too. So this is not a question, Sir Nicky Tran. I'd like to publish this towards the graphics. He said, Sir Nicky, prioritize Meta D-Rays and we will make MetaxHUNTER a success also. How would you feel that some of the people here are still supporting you and telling you that they will really support MetaxHUNTER when you prioritize Meta D-Rays, sir?
Yes. Once again, I really thanks for this because I know that having a lot of members, they still supporting the project. And sorry for I cannot spend a lot of time for the community. So for me, as I mentioned, that I will, maybe we not, of course, we will not stop for the marketing on the projects, but we will pushing more marketings on Metari rate more than the another projects. So after this AMA, I will talk to the team for the marketing teams to doing more in the futures, and of course that I need that if they are joining to the chat, they can hearing something good about the games or hearing something good, and of course you are the guys who will supporting and make the game more success because the community is the guys who make the succeed of the projects and can kill project recently because if they are only the members they are fruit or they are trying to giving bad things for the project the project will be failed. So the main things see the first day when I am like when I'm deploying when I build the community that we want that is will be the good community where everyone can support each others and yeah. And I can promise that we will try our best for the marketing of the Meta race.
All right. How about you read this comment, Sir Peter F. by Misty Supatra?
Okay, Sir Nick, why don't do marketing for both game together? We always see only marketing for MetaxHUNTER.
Yes, that's what I just mentioned. That's we will doing the both, but for the Meta race will be more than MetaxHUNTER. Yes, on the
I'm sorry,
Okay.
sir, but I wasn't able to get that. I mean, could you please elaborate, sir? Because they're expecting that the Meta D race will be marketed as like your Meta X Hunter, your this project, this NFT game. What are the actions that the team is doing right now to make them feel that Meta D race and Meta X Hunter are somehow connected when they are being marketed in nowadays? I mean, in this time, sir, in the present time. Sorry. Sir Nicky?
Sometimes it's got the bad internet connections. So we're really sorry. That's it. Your question is what's it our marketing plans for the board game for now, right?
Yeah, sir. How would the community feel that you are not too focused marketing the METAxHUNTER, and you guys are doing your job or your best, knowing that you are the team behind the Meta D Race 2. What are the team? What what does the team do for them to feel that their marketing or your team from your marketing team are doing their part in giving a noise
Yes,
in Meta D Race? Yeah.
yes, our all
Sorry.
of the marketing plan, all of the videos that we are like cooperate with any KOLs, we were sharing it on the community for everyone to know it at first, and the things that we are usually doing it. And yes, all of we will have more AMAs. That is one of the things supporting the projects. The AMA, one of the things, and all of the posts or all of the cooperations with KOL influencer, we're posting it on the community for all of you guys can knowing about that. Because they are asking because we are usually posting it on the METAxHUNTER, and yes, but we are still running the ad on Bookcoin of the materials. But we are pushing more marketing in the futures.
Sir Nicky
Of
Tran
we
being
will sharing
alright,
it
sorry.
to we will sharing it to the community to know.
Sir Nicky Tran, being you the community manager of both NFT projects, have you ever thought of the feelings or the sentiments of the people that they feel that they are being left behind on the first NFT game that you
Yes, I
um
know.
all
Yes,
right. And how do you
I
feel
can
about
understand
that,
that.
sir?
Uh, I cannot explain it clearly, but it's like uh, I know that it's once again this is our bad solution when we are doing it, and that is really bad solution for sure. But we are not make the succeed of the first game and we run to the second game. It's really bad solutions. Uh, so for me that I can know that they are still supporting, and the community of the first project is more better than a lot of time than the second games. For the community, Philippine community of the second game is not as good as the first game, and also for the global group is of the first game is really good, and a lot of them is just waiting for the team to do the actions, and they cannot sing it. So this is one of the things that they are. I can I know the feeling of them because I'm the guys or once I'm not guys for sure. Like few days ago, I cannot spend a lot of time for this because a few days ago I got one of my family members that passed away, so I cannot spend my time for that before after the COVID. So I got back to my hometown. I back to Vietnam. But before I living in the Finland.
We're
So
very
I said,
sorry
but
for that, sir. We're
yes, so I
very
cannot
sorry.
spend a lot of time for this. So or cannot spend my time because I'm the guys who the community managers, and if I'm not working there, some of the are like employed, they cannot like doing the same thing that I did, and they cannot controlling everything at like I'm doing. So I mean, for me, I can understand what the feeling of investor because usually I always have the IMI with them in the global group, and I always have I want to talk to them like the friends, not like the guys who the leaders, the teams to the investor, but I talk to them to the team. Sometimes it could be the joke, sometimes it could be something to sharing the lifetime. So uh, I know that I will not repeat the sorry once again. I will not saying it, but for now, so I will try our best to improve the first games. And so I hope that if you are here, if you are still believe on the projects, so keep supporting. So we will try our best.
All right, that's it. I
Yes.
mean, do you have any more questions, guys? About you, Sir Peter F. Would you want to
For me, nothing more.
mhm.
Sir Nicky was trying to say that okay, I will use on our native language no. Parang
Okay.
ang sinasabi niya na medyo may bad move nga sila doon. Pero he is explaining that they will try to improve their marketing parehas sa game na to kasi nga medyo naging mali din nila na minarket muna nila yung METAxHUNTER. Parang medyo naiwan nga, parang naging aminado sila na medyo naiwan nila yung meta delays, pero dahil nga dito sa community ng previous game nila, so magkakam up na sila ng solution na kailangan i-market na nila parehas. Yun lang yung parang insight ko sa mga gusto ipaliwanag ni Sir Nicky sa community natin.
Alright, thank you for that, partner. Actually, Sir Nicky Tran, what Sir PETERF has just said is that he just translated that your statement into Tagalog so that our community can be able to understand that you are indeed very taking full responsibility of whatever happened on the first NFT game. And we believe, or as what you said, we heard that you are going to do your best to fix the problem, and we hope that the marketing will do their job to somehow bring this project to the moon. That's it, Sir Nicky Tran, the community manager of the METAxHUNTER. I'm gonna read some comments from the viewers. There we go. There we have it. A question. This is not a question. I'm just. I think they're done asking questions from Rai Bermeo. That's all we need to hear, Nikki, with an emoji. We wait for your next move. How do you feel now that some people or other people like Rai Bermeo is still waiting for your next move and hoping for a change, sir?
For me, I'm really appreciate about that because like I know that having a lot. Before I working and I living with the Filipinos for around 4 years. I mean, I talked to a lot of Filipinos.
Where did
before.
you end up talking to Filipinos, Sir Nicky?
Yeah, when I'm staying in Vietnam, I'm working on the international volunteers.
International volunteers.
Yeah, they come to Vietnam and they do their volunteer in Vietnam. So I talk to them. I'm the guys who always translate to them to Vietnamese to talk to another members. We are walking on the street and going anywhere to the something like that.
Team CGG's proceeds, the stars and the supports that we are accumulating is being put into charity. What charity is that, Sir Nicky Tran? Those charity workers that you are pertaining to?
Before I'm
Yes,
working on I'm just only the volunteers.
Yeah. Is this
Yes,
part
I'm
of
the
a
guy who
charity, sir?
Yeah, I'm working I'm not before that. They are the guys who were teaching English because I know some of them is teaching English also because they are teaching for the minority. As you know that the Vietnamese have a lot of minority. They living on the mountain and they come there to teaching English or everything. So I'm the guys who support them and also I'm the guys who learning English from them since the first day. Because I'm not really good English. I'm not good in English because when I learning with them, I can teach them Vietnamese, so I can learn the English from them also. So I get a lot, not only the Filipinos, I can met a lot of the Thailand, met a lot of Chinese. So it's really good chance for me.
I see. Is that a part of charity? Because we're looking for charities that we can donate to. If ever you have a name that we can we are here to help the community. If ever you remember the name, do you still remember the name of the charity, sir?
Charity?
The charity, is that a charity? The volunteers that you just said, sir?
No, I will not mention it.
All right, sure.
Yes.
Don't worry.
It's okay. It is in international volunteers.
Okay. Sure, sir. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Are there any last remarks that will be coming from Sir Nicky Tran? Sir, take this time.
Yes. So once again, thanks all of you guys when you are participant in our on the AMA on Team CGG, and thanks LOLOdi and our PTF for joining here for on this AMA. I'm really appreciate that, and thanks the community for joining on these AMAs. On the next few days, I will try our best to improve the boss game because after this AMA, I can hear a lot of the suggestion and the feedback from the investor, and I hope that you will gonna support it, and we will trying out the best, and I will not repeat it again, but we will do the actions. We will not stop from the word, and this will were the reactions. Yeah, so keep supporting, and I really appreciate that because you are keep supporting us, and I really love Filipinos.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Sir Nicky Tran.
Thank you so much, Sir Nicky.
For the last one, Sir Nicky Tran, I'd like to know when will be the date for the buyback? Will we be having a chance to know that?
Yes, we will talk to the. I will talk to our teams. We have the meeting for now to decide to the for the buybacks and have the announcement on the group.
All right. So we're gonna wait for like 2 weeks or a week.
No,
or
no, no.
two-
It will not be going like that. It's going to be on this week only.
Oh, that's very exciting. This week there's gonna be a buyback from the team. Thank you so much, Sir Nicky Tran. Thank you so much.